Alright, so we're starting this week over in LA, and hopefully by Saturday we'll be in either New Mexico or somewhere undefined in Texas. I decided this week it'd be good to get out of the hustle and bustle and the noise that LA puts into your head with a little road trip. So I'm just packing my running shoes so that I can go for a little trot while we're out in the southwest. Also my boots too, because it's just on brand. Hopefully we're having some fun. Being able to take this trip is not something I take for granted at all, because I do have an agency that I'm trying to scale right now, and being able to take this trip at this current stage is just an absolute blessing, because very soon I may not be able to just take off, midweek or at the beginning of the week to spend some time away from the city, because I'll have responsibilities and people to basically communicate with in my team that are going to be running operations for me. So with all that being said, it's not something that I take for granted, and I'm just really, really excited to make the most of this, because soon I may not be able to do something like this with as much freedom.
Somebody's hiding, it's drowning my icebox. Somebody's cold one is giving me chills. Guess I'll just close my eyes.
To go.
Wait, so you were thinking about going, and then you saw a number plate that said Arizona.
Yeah, it was an Arizona plate. So right in front of us, I was maybe we'll go, maybe we won't, and then the plate in front of us was an Arizona plate. So I said, all right, yeah, we gotta go.
You gotta follow the omens. Alright, what are we saying? What did you get?
We got a New York strip, a little one, and a baked potato.
Gas. Absolute gas.
Where the brave never cry. They live by a six-gun. By a six-gun they die.
So, stopped in at Texas Roadhouse. Drove for a few more hours, and we found our stomping grounds. Holy shit! I don't really know what to say. This is authentic living.
This is authentic living. Yeah, it's might as well.
369.
To the Saguaro Hotel. The fucking spot.
Grab us some images of us first time driving in the States. Is it recording?
It's recording, yeah.
Shit. First fucking time. Alright, engine on. Usually the gears are here, but I know I want reverse. Seatbelt, ladies and gentlemen. And check your surroundings, make sure there's no hazards, children, etc. And you just kind of just go, hey? And you just whip it. Drive. I think I am in sequential mode. Sure. Okay, so we're looking right, left, right. We're not looking, wait, no. Left, right, left. Cause this is actually pretty easy. It's not as difficult as I thought it would be. Because I mean, if you fuck up, you're gonna fuck up pretty bad. And you don't want to fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Not here.
So we can just rip it.
Not out in the boonies.
That's it. That's really all it is to it.
Feeds my soul.
Alright. That's for sure. Definitely fucking lock that shit. Put the two-factor authentication on that shit.
2FA on that bitch for sure.
So I stayed just outside of Phoenix last night in this quaint little abode. Now we're gonna head into Phoenix and get some work done at a coffee shop. Obviously that's a pretty big priority. And then we're gonna keep just marching forward towards Alamogordo, New Mexico.
Oh yeah, alright, feels good inside.
So I just spent the last 2.5 hours prompt engineering for the new app that I'm working with and building. So it's kind of a double-edged sword where for the client that I'm working with, we are basically taking the systems we generate there, the custom solution we generate there, and then turning it into an app. So it's quite a brain drain, but it's so much fun. It's just the ultimate problem solving task, really. So I'm gonna go grab some food now and do another couple of hours and get our way, get a move on to New Mexico. When I was talking about food, this is what I was talking about. My gosh. That is not my idea of a hearty meal, but when you're on the road, you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't think we'll get another sit-down locking session today, but it might just be one of those things where we're driving, passenger seat, laptop on lap, just getting it done. So we'll see how we go.
Flip on the telly, wrestle with Jimmy. Something is bubbling behind my back. The bottle is ready to blow. Say it ain't so.
Hi, quick question. How much are your rates for the night?
Damn.
Dude, our house is so cute.
Night 2 and 3 this will be.
Yes.
Not terrible, I'll take it. 2-factor authentication. Simple. Right, so it's Tuesday now. Usually what I do each morning is drink close to a litre of water and meditate and go for a walk. Get some caffeine, do it fasted for 90 minutes to 2 hours. Get that initial work block out of the way and then move on with the rest of my tasks for the day. Obviously it's a little bit disrupted when you're traveling, but at least if I'm not meditating, then I can go for a walk. If I'm not walking, then I can meditate or just go for a run later in the evening. But the one constant is definitely getting hydrated, making sure that, you know, I can sit through my work block and not have to worry too much about the basic things, the basic fundamentals of health, which kind of brings me to one of my points about something that's been going through my head recently, which is how little do you need to worry about in your external life so you can start to work on your internal life. And obviously, if you do believe that business is an internal reflection of yourself, because business is a form of art and art is a form of self-expression, then you definitely need to be making sure that the external things that you need to worry about are at a minimum, I feel. And what that looks like is if you have a partner and they're not conducive to your productivity, then that's probably not fantastic. If you have a health issue that's not conducive to your productivity and allowing you to express yourself through your work and, you know, keep your internal state stable, then you probably need to sort that out. And for me, one of those things that I'm looking at really finalizing within the next month, even 2 months, is my living situation. So obviously I'm living in Los Angeles right now, and I've got another month and a half to go. I definitely want to see what is going to be the most viable and I guess stable place for me to be staying over the next 4 to 5 years, given you know, different factors such as opportunity cost too of being in the United States. Obviously, maybe not so obviously, I do need to go back to Australia once my visa is up here. So it could even just look like a place in Australia where I am able to just not have to worry about, you know, where I'm going to move in the next 3 months, you know, because I'm still not at a career stage when I can just go live in an Airbnb for 3 months. That's just not something that I can afford to do right now. And so probably not something I really do want to do. Definitely just need a home base. So again, it comes down to just lowering the amount of variables I need to deal with so that I can keep my internal state nice and stable and be a better leader because of it, which is a big focus for me. But anyway, today we're out here in New Mexico. While we're here, I want to get out to the White Sands, see that, and also I want to see if I can check out the Air Force Base, which sounds crazy because I'm a foreigner, but definitely would geek out on that a little bit. But before we decide to do any of that, I do have to go get some caffeine and do a little bit of a lock-in session, so we'll see how that goes.
For that amount. Or, you know, if he wants to pay me 30 grand, he can. Like, that's fine. It's not a problem. It doesn't make any difference to me.
Well, that is a sign of an immaculate lock-in session. Time for some food, I say.
I think so.
Alright, post sandwich rattlesnake walk. Gonna give it a go, I reckon. Vlog snippet here. I don't even know what day it is now. Day 3? Wednesday? Day 4-ish. Yeah, you lose track of days in the desert. But a little cold brew. We're gonna have a bit of a late start today. 10 a.m. wake up after I went for a run last night. Nearly died from elevation sickness or whatever you call it, hypoxia. Wasn't that bad. But woke up at 10. It's about 12 now. Gonna grab something to eat and lock in later at the same spot we did yesterday. We should make some plans to go out to White Sands as well. And where else?
White Sands, Holloman Air Force Base.
Ground Zero of the first atomic bomb.
I don't think we're doing that, but I don't think we can do that. We could try.
Try if I.
Yeah.
Try if I. Oh, I want to. There might be like a line that you cross and you just.
Then we're going to the Mountain God Casino. Mountain God Casino. Gonna win big.
When it comes to eating out, it's probably the best you're gonna get in terms of health. But we do have some Whole Foods here because I'm kind of getting sick of the nitrates, the shitty fucking oils, excuse my language, and all that stuff. So keeping it clean, you know what I'm saying? Little cottage cheese. What more could you want?
Gather around this table, screaming at the gods about the bad we've done.
Small collection of it because it's like I think what happens is the mountains
It like blows up the mountain.
Fuck.
you know, yellow and green zucchini in a pan and cook it.
So I've been trying my best to keep the camera up, but it's tough, especially while traveling and working. But yes, that was another good 2 90-minute work blocks of focused work, and ended up breaking it up by going to White Sands National Park. Today, it's another day of work. I'm not sure what we're going to get up to this evening. Hopefully go for a little workout if I can fit it in. And that's really it. We leave here in a couple days to go up to some mountains, and then we'll be heading back home through Albuquerque and potentially Grand Canyon. So we'll see how much of that I can get as well. Only gym open in this town. Planet Fitness. Quite an experience. Beer. Yeah. Long story short, that's kind of what we're looking to do. Yeah, sweet. So this morning's task was meant to be genuinely a 60-minute task. Then once that task was done, I was going to film a YouTube video on it so I can educate my audience and attract, hopefully, inbound clients. But the one thing about the task was that it was me trying to create a Gemini gem, because Gemini is actually able to analyze links, and I wanted to create a product analysis so that it could then be turned into a document where we talk about match desires, so that the gem would be able to create content that actually suits the pasted links target audience and things like this. Alright, so the only issue with that, and the only issue with working with large language models at the moment too, is that some of them have a large variation in the responses that they can offer. So genuinely, one day, one prompt, the exact same prompt, will generate immaculate results, and the next day it will just do what's called hallucination, which is just come up with information. Right now, I understand that the functionality of scraping live web data is still not fantastic for a lot of these models. I mean, Perplexity does it best, but that's just one of the realities of what I'm working with right now, is that it's meant to go smooth, but you're gonna have to just engineer these things. And I'm complaining about this right now, but I actually fucking love it, because as soon as I fix it and as soon as you solve it just by engineering it, it's the best thing ever. But this is just the reality of things, where still trying to engineer and work through these issues until you get it. And then once you get it, it's the best thing ever. For now, food, so I can just chill out for a second.
Yeah, this trail here is the most feared fighter jet in the world. Kidding, that's exactly how it went. Almost word for word. They just saw that thing roll up and they're like, fuck that.